Hi guys, I will show you an interesting video today. I have compiled a few offbeat things to do in Goa, things which are off the regular tourist radar and show the real heart and beauty of Goa. The first thing on my list involves the sea and the beach, but it's not the normal sea. Watch a thunderstorm blow over the ocean. I took this video just before the storm hit. You will get to see the normally calm sea getting whipped into frenzy, the waves battering the rocks with a force unimaginable, and amidst this fury of nature, you will feel that you are closer than ever before to the forces that created this universe. A little too much, right? But believe me, you'll understand this when you experience this. The next thing on my list, island hopping. Goa has two main islands amidst the Mandovi River, Shorao and the Diwar. You need to take a government ferry to reach these islands. Of these two, I like Shorao the best. It is guarded by mangroves all around, and the moment you enter this island, you will leave everything urban behind. You get to drive amidst lush green paddy fields, see old forgotten houses, and the best part here is the highest point on Shorao Island. I do not know what it is called, but here it is. Ask any local and they will guide you here. It is very peaceful here and offers great views of the countryside. I will just pan across and show you how it looks. Here the birds are chirping and there is a gentle breeze and everything is just perfect. Dr. Salim Ali Bird Sanctuary is also situated in Shorao. It is set amongst dense mangrove forests. The bird season is from October to March. I came here in July, so I did not get to see any birds. The walk amidst the mangroves was a different experience altogether. Hundreds of crabs were clickety-clacking all around us. I could hear the clickety-clack and I was terrified most of the time. But looking back, I'm glad I experienced it. At the end of a 1 kilometer walk, you will reach this beautiful spot and you can relax for a bit before going back the same way. Diwar Island is the other big island. The moment you enter Diwar, you will be greeted by these mangroves. A short drive uphill will bring you to this church. They say a Ganesha temple was here from the time of the Kadamba kings, but the Portuguese built a temple over it. I'm not sure about it. I didn't meet anyone there to confirm that. The other major church here is the Sao Matias Church. As you continue driving through these narrow, picturesque roads, you will reach this slice of history nestled amidst nature. This is the Koti Tirth tank, a 14th century site of Saptakoteshwar temple, again from the time of the Kadamba dynasty. A short distance away, you will get this nice picnic spot beside the Mandovi River with its mangroves, but beware of the humidity. We could not tolerate the humidity, so no picnic here for us. The next thing on my list is a visit to the inland forts. The seaside forts of Aguada and Shapura attract a lot of tourists. If you want something different, visit this Corsiu fort. The drive to this fort is beautiful through typical rural Goa. The fort itself is small, peaceful and offers great views of the countryside, and most often you'll have the fort to yourself and maybe a few local school children who are there. Next on my list, hire a two-wheeler and drive through rural Goa. As you drive through the lush green fields and grasslands, you can literally feel all the tension seeping out of you and you will get rejuvenated for your battle ahead back in your city. The other thing, make some time and relax beside the backwaters. If you can get hold of some fishing rods, try your hand at fishing also. Not had enough yet? Then you can watch the sunset across the estuaries of the rivers. I got to experience this beautiful sunset across the estuary of the Shapura River just before it joined the Arabian Sea near the Shapura Fort. I could also spend a relaxed evening here at the estuary of the Mandovi River. The river has gradually become the sea here. If I zoom, see, that is the Miramar beach over there. And this is a very nice spot just opposite the Rees Magos Fort, so it's easy to find. Well, these are some of the things I have experienced in Goa. If you like these kind of things, make some time for them the next time you're in Goa. Thank you.